I have absolutely no way of telling who is here. It looks to be entirely quiet, so I don't know what's going on. If someone's here, if someone hears this, come and say hi, so that we can get this started, so that I know who I'm talking to, right? Rather than to myself. Here we go, that's more like it. So... Oh, you seem to have caught me in the midst of my reading. Oops, I'm gonna put away my book which I am consistently reading. So that I can talk to you. Hey, you found me here. Completely by accident. How are you doing, chat? Atomic Zoe, have you been here before, Atomic Zoe? Good to see you. Hello, where are people watching from? Amr, good to see you. Moin moin. I've never said that before, I think. Moin moin. Good to see you too. Wie geht's? Es geht mir gut. Ja, diese Woche habe ich ganz viel Deutsch gesprochen mit einem Kanadier, denke ich. Oh, I'm going to tell you all about that. I had the most multilingual day that I'd had in a while, I think. Hello, Ludwig Cześć. What is the method? Oh, it's gonna take a while for me to reveal it, won't it? I'm gonna, drag it out a little bit. It's not. I'll give you a teaser. It's not like revolutionary. It's just something that I haven't done before, and something that I'm finally able to do now. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm able to. I would say I have the opportunity to do, and we will find out if I'm able to do it. It's annoying because in Cantonese we have like so many different ways to say can. In English, you say can, you say I'm able to, which kind of is a synonym. You could say I get to do it, I may do it, which is more like allow, permission. But then when I'm teaching Cantonese, I have to go through all these, because like we've got the default one, which can mean different kinds of cans, but mainly it's for like permission. Whereas there's one that means I succeed in doing something. So if you say I don't succeed, it's more like, yeah, I tried, but I couldn't manage. And then there's one where I have the opportunity to do it. And there's one that's explicitly I am allowed to do it. Is there anything more? There is just a lot of ways to say can in Cantonese, which I guess it's in the name. So there you go. That's I'm not going to go into too much detail now, but that's the fun fact of the day. We're starting off strong with this. Why am I wearing this? I don't need this for now. It's just out of habit. First time on a stream, watching from Cardiff. Hello in Cardiff. I'm seeing a friend tomorrow who is moving back to Cardiff, and I'm kind of sad because I've known them for not very long, and then we really clicked, but then now they're moving away. So, but that it is what it is. I haven't been to Cardiff. I mean, my last time in Wales was the vlog, so you know exactly when I was there. Speaking of going to Wales, I just looked at my calendar, and then I realized the RTS Comedy ceremony is going to be in like a week-ish. Yeah, I think it's in a week. Next Friday. It's Saturday now, so next Friday is a thing. And if you don't know the law, what happened was I made a thing with a production company for the S4C, the television channel in Wales. It's not on the actual telly. It was on like the television channel's YouTube channel. And it was all good. It's fun. It was on YouTube. That was it. But then as of lately, it's all of a sudden it's been nominated for 2 awards. One is like a Welsh Television Award, and the other one is like a Pan-Celtic Media Festival Award. The Welsh one is taking place in 6 days. I would have loved to go there. That's in Cardiff, by the way. That's in the Royal Welsh. What's the full name? RWCMD, Royal Welsh College of Music and Dance. Dance or drama? Drama. Sorry, not dance. Drama. In the music industry, we just say the Royal Welsh, and people know what you're talking about. It's going to be in there. I would have loved to go, but then I guess I'm not going then, because I asked the producer if they are going, and they were like, "Oh, one of us is gonna someone from the company is gonna go." So I guess it's not like a big thing that I'm particularly welcome in. It's not my show anyway. It was my idea. I hosted it. I was the main character, but then it's a project by the production company. Anyway, why did I? Right, because we're talking about Cardiff. That's why. I'm here for the goodies. You hear languages, I click, I watch. Good luck. Good for you, Amr, because I'm speaking a language right now. So, that's a good time to be listening. So if you want to listen to some language. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you about my Thursday. We're gonna go straight in with story time, right? So last Thursday, it's not a special day. It's just one of my regular days, but it just so happened that I ended up using basically all my languages that day. So first of all, I went to one of my students. So as of late, I don't know if I mentioned, but as of late, I've been teaching, helping someone. I wouldn't say teaching, but helping someone with their GCSEs in German. And unlike most of my other students, when we're not doing it online, so I had to commute to where they are to meet them, and then work on our like speaking practice, very basic things like what do you like, or how is your city like, that kind of stuff. So I used German that day, but on my way there, I just cycle for like 15 minutes, but when the weather is not as good, I cycle to a train station, take a train for 15 minutes, and then cycle to the destination. So on the train, I was reading this, and I have showed you guys this before. It's a book that I'm currently trying to get through. It's Les Jeux de Mona. It's in French. It's a very artsy-fartsy book. Honestly, I don't know why I'm reading it. It's basically just that my partner liked it, and she made me read it, and I was like, she's reading it in English. I'm like, it's a French book, I'm going to read it in French. And then thus started my month-long struggle. So I've been struggling through this book since like November. It has 470 pages. I've been more motivated to get through it lately, so I'm like more than halfway through now, and going at it pretty quickly. So I read in French, I taught some German, and then I came home, quite kind of in a hurry as well, because my next thing on my agenda was someone coming to view the house I'm living in, because currently our house is kind of empty except for me, and then people are coming view and potentially move in. And guess what? It's a Pole. So initially when we got in contact, it was in English because we live in England. But then towards the end, like as we booked in the time and everything, I wrote "Zobaczymy się," like I will see. I'll see you soon. And at the moment, I think he just thought it was like a little thing that I Googled or whatever. Just like the nicety that I just wrote something in Polish. But then the moment he arrived, I went for it full on 100% Polish only. Because as you guys know, I'm relatively comfortable with speaking Polish, even if sometimes it's a bit rusty. Sometimes I forget some basic things. But mostly I'm comfortable. I mean, not look up, but like I made sure in advance that I knew how to say things like oven, fridge, dishwasher, washing machine, dryer. I mean, I turns out I did know those things. For some reason, like I thought I would not know them, because I don't really talk about these things, but I did. So I just looked them up just to make sure I did know, and I was right about those words. And then when he came, we just full on speaking Polish to each other. Very nice shock native moment. Best half-hour chat I'd had in a while. And then afterwards, I went out to my usual language exchange night at the pub. When I arrived there, oh no, sorry, I skipped ahead. No, not yet. After the viewing, I had an online chat with someone, because this is going to excite some of you. So you guys know how I was probably the second person to pass the UK citizenship test. I still can't say the word, even despite having said so many times. UK citizenship test in Welsh, right? So someone saw that, And then they contacted me and asked me for some help. I was like, what's up? And they said, oh yeah, I've learned Welsh. I'm trying to settle in the UK and I want to do what you did. So I'd love some help preparing for that. And I was like, this is crazy. That's so incredibly exciting. Like when I did the citizenship test, I was not the first one, but I was like, oh, it's kind of a niche thing. I'm doing this to make a statement. But also I did say, hopefully in the future, after I've done it, hopefully it could become a bit easier for other people to do the same thing. And lo and behold, someone else wants to do that thing. But they're not as confident. I think they're not on the same level, like language-wise, as I am. I'm studying an advanced Welsh course, but I think my Welsh, personally, I think I'm a strong B2. I can pretty much talk about different things, especially after having studied so much history and stuff in Welsh. I'm pretty comfortable talking about pretty technical things. They are like on a intermediate level on the course, so like a B1. So we talked about, you know, the how to prepare for the test. I mean, everyone does it anyway, in terms of learning the content, but I specifically talked about, you know, what strategies I used to learn the technical vocabulary that we need for the citizenship test. Some little cheats I used. I mean, you guys basically, if you've been to the study streams, you know that, you know, I went to a website and then I auto-translated it to Welsh, and also I studied the book, I did some flashcards and so on and so forth. And also I happened to have, I think that was on stream as well. I've made a spreadsheet of the glossary in that. The book's right here because I recently used it with that student, with that person. So what I did was I took the glossary, put it on a spreadsheet, and then translated everything to Welsh. It's not comprehensive. It's very much not comprehensive. But then I invited my friend Samuel to also edit that spreadsheet. What he did was he added Scottish Gaelic, and on top of that, he added a bunch of extra words. So when I opened the spreadsheet, I was like, oh wait, why is there so many holes now? Oh, because he added more words. So I also went ahead and translated those words to Welsh, and I sent this entire spreadsheet to that person who's trying to do it in Welsh. Amazing. So the whole session was in Welsh, because, you know, that you kind of need to be able to do that if you want to do the test in Welsh. That was really fun. And then afterwards is when I went to the language exchange event in the pub. And that was when, that's it. Earlier I skipped ahead. So now we get there now. So I went there. As I've mentioned before, usually I have no expectations arriving there. Like I go there, most likely there's a bunch of Brits learning Spanish and there's a bunch of Arabs learning English. That's the usual pattern. So I have zero expectations, and when I arrived, there was nobody that I knew. So, and most people were speaking Spanish. So I just, you know, I got a pint, I stood on the sidelines, and like I looked at my phone for a little bit, and then someone came up to me. They had just arrived, and turns out it's a Canadian who speaks, who has learned German. And then he kept talking to me. He's quite an extrovert, so he kept talking to me. We had a really nice chat. We talked about lots of different things. He tried to explain his hometown to me, and I was like, I know so much about your hometown because I watch a lot of not just bikes, so you don't have to explain those things to me. Also, like we talk a little bit about, you know, Canadian French, which I also happen to know some things about because I've made a whole video about it. And then, like, among other things, and like hobbies and things, that was really fun. And then halfway through, I was like, I'm gonna get another pint. You just wait for me here. And then turns out he had to bail for something else. So I was like, oh, that's a shame. Fine. So I had no one to talk to again. And then I saw a different group that were mainly speaking Spanish. But what happened was a new person just arrived and joined the group. And so they were in the process of figuring out what language to speak, because I think that the new person was learning Spanish but couldn't speak it at all, basically. So I was like, that's my chance. They're not speaking Spanish anymore. I'm going to enter the group. So I went in, squeezed in. Sorry, squoze is like a joke, an inside joke between me and my partner, because we're like freeze, froze, frozen? Why is it not squeeze, squoze, squozen? And then we jokingly use squoze as the past tense of squeeze. And then it became a habit, so I just blurted it out. Anyway, so I squeezed into the group. And then we were like, oh, cool. And then one of those people in the group came up to me to talk to me personally and in private. And he said, I spoke to you in Polish like 2 years ago. Do you remember me? I'm like, I 2 years ago, I have no idea if we spoke one time. But obviously we had the labels with our languages on it. So he just talked to me in Polish, and he's a Pole himself. So we just kept talking, like very like daily life things, you know, living in the city, talking about, you know, learning languages, talk about the language itself, etc., etc. So that made me feel really good about my languages, and I had a slightly tipsy text to my friends, and I was like, fuck me, my Polish is so good. I was honestly so impressed by myself at the moment. I couldn't help it. Oh, dang, I'm good at this. That is a story time. That was just a normal Thursday, which happened to be a lot more multilingual than it usually is. Now I'm gonna read chat. Sorry, I had to like go straight for it because I had so many things on my head. So I thought I had to like just rattle off everything that happened that day. So love the t-shirt or chemise. We don't say chemise in English. I'm sorry, but we do say it in French. But that's a shirt. It's a shirt or not a chemise. Unless I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. English native speakers, do we say chemise in English? We might. We do occasionally take some fancy French words in English, right? Any English speakers can tell me. You can read in French. I want to read that level in German, French, and Russian. I mean, I can read in French. This is a bit beyond my level. I'll be honest. It's not very comprehensible input because, like, so what this book is, I might have mentioned this already, but it's the premise of the book is this. That's not that's the Vermeer painting. But anyway, there is a girl called Mona. No connection to Mona Lisa. There's a little girl called Mona who randomly lost her sight for an inexplicable reason briefly, and then she got her sight back, and then the doctor was like, oh, we don't know why that happened, but she may permanently lose her sight within a year. So her granddad was like, okay, if you've got a year, I'm gonna take you to, like, they live in Paris, right? So I'm gonna take you to the Louvre and the Orsay every week and look at one painting, and we're gonna learn a lesson from that painting. And that's basically the book. Every chapter is like 10 pages ish, and it's like a bit of plot development, like what happened to Mona and in her like daily life. Sometimes it's at the doctor's, sometimes it's at school. And then the rest of the chapter is just, oh, granddad takes her to the museum, to the Louvre or the Orsay, or maybe somewhere else. I don't know. I only reached Orsay. And then they look at a painting. And just in case someone who reads this has a visual impairment, or for example, they're listening to an audiobook or whatever, each chapter has a long paragraph just describing what the painting is. And then they discuss it, they go into like some really philosophical and like life lessons things. I'm like, that's not how 10-year-olds talk, but sure. She she happens to be a 10-year-old that likes to talk about life and that kind of things. So it's quite philosophical, very advanced. Like the descriptions of the paintings are extremely like flowery in terms of the language, very, very advanced, very difficult. And also the language in general. Like at this point, I have picked up some of the words that they use again and again, like demeurer, which means to remain, or to remain, which is a word that I'd never learned before. And also they used if anyone speaks French, you'd know there is a past tense that you only use in like literary French, and they use that all the time, even when they're speaking. At least the granddad does. And yeah, so. This is very much, the point is, this is incomprehensible input. But the thing is, I started it, so now I feel like I have to finish it. So I'm trying to power through. If you've seen my short video on like how I read, my strategy in terms of reading is I try my best to guess my way through. Even if like there's 5 words in one paragraph that I don't understand, but I try my best to like just guess from from context or just get a vibe. For example, oh, this very difficult noun probably means some kind of bad emotion. That's enough. That's enough for me. Until if I see a word several times, and then I will go and look it up. That's my strategy. So I don't read very well in French. I definitely read a lot better in like Polish, for example, which I will do. The reason I want to finish this is I want to move on to my Polish book, which is waiting in a queue, but I still couldn't get there yet because I need to finish this. I definitely read a lot better in Polish, or maybe in German. German, we'll see. What's your level in Polish? Almero, you gave me sign about with these like very long stories. On my last stream, I said I wanted to do more like speaking conversation lessons in Polish, which I did actually with someone who was in chat who happens to be a Polish teacher. So I did that. I also tried doing that with another teacher on italki. Not sponsored, but you can use my link for affiliation for like a discount. So I went to italki, looked for a teacher who looked all right for what I need. And then they asked me, oh, what is your level? I said, probably good B2. And then after we had the initial lesson, they were like, nah, get out of there with this bullshit. You're not B2, you're a C1. So I didn't say it. Not me who said it. But I do agree. I probably am somewhere in the C1 with Polish. That's awesome. Yes, I know. It's awesome that you're talking about like the Welsh tests, right? I definitely hope that it eventually becomes not so weird to do that. It's probably still going to be, because most people speaking. I did get I got a comment today. I'm not going to bother looking it up, but like I got one comment today, saying, oh wow, you did the test in a language that 1% of the country speaks. Wow, you're fluent in a language that 100% of the country speaks. Good on you. Utterly pointless exercise. I guess you needed a hobby. And I'm like, well, for one, that's true. Yeah, it is. I mean, language learning is my hobby. It is. You're not wrong, but also there is a point, and I've spoken about the point many times. Someone else asked. This became like responding to comments, but someone else said, "Wait, so what is the deal with doing the test in Welsh? What is the point of this?" I don't know. No, the weird thing is they were asking, I haven't seen your other videos yet, but why are you doing this? And then I replied, well, a good place to start might be to see my other videos, because I did go through that in a lot of detail multiple times. So I'm not going to repeat that again. Yeah, so I mean, it is pretty niche and ultimately a little bit pointless, I guess. It is fair that there's probably not going to be a person who wants to immigrate to the UK who speaks Welsh but not English. But you know, it is a statement. But I hope that in the future, at some point, it could hypothetically become less of a statement and just more normalized. When people who want to do it can just easily do it. But that's a pipe dream, probably. We'll work towards that. And also, just to be very clear, it is probably not true that only 1% of the population speaks Welsh, and also 100% of the UK is fluent in English. I'm not sure about the first one. I don't have the stats in my head, but I think, if I remember correctly, in the whole of UK, around 1 million people have some ability of Welsh. So that's definitely more than 1%, because the UK has like 66 million people, which I learned for my test. And also, definitely not every single person in the UK speaks perfect English, fluent English. Lots of immigrants can't speak it fluently, which is kind of a thing that people have been arguing over. That's a big contentious thing. And also, there's deaf people that can't use English, whether they're from the UK or immigrants. And also, there are people, for example, in Wales, that don't speak English perfectly, because there are parts of Wales where people speak Welsh basically all the time. and they struggle a little bit with English. Not many of them struggle, but like I've seen like people being interviewed and they're clearly struggling with English. Anyway, so that was my response to that comment. How long have you been studying Welsh? You will know if you go back on my channel. Super rubbish videos. Never heard of chemise in spoken American English. Okay, so maybe not then. Feel like I've heard someone refer to a specific type of shirt as a chemise before, but I've no memory. I feel like that makes sense. I think potentially, again, I'm just guessing. I think potentially there could be like a very specific fashion term, chemise, that refers to it. You know what? I'm just gonna look it up. It might be in. Hold on. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna look it up. That's the beautiful thing about the internet. Chemise. Well, it is an English word. We know where it's from. We know it's just shirt in French. Historical, a loose shirt-like undergarment, especially for. Oh yeah, I feel like I've heard this. Like a historical undershirt for women, because I have not like I'm a loyal viewer, but I've seen like channels about historical fashion. So I feel like I've heard of this. A short nightdress, similar piece of lingerie, a woman's dress that fits loosely, okay, and a wall that lines the face of a bank or earthwork. I definitely don't know this one. But this... Oh, sorry. These ones I feel like I'm vaguely aware of. So it's not something that I would wear because I'm a man. But it exists. So that answers the question. According to Merriam-Webster, chemise, a woman's... Oh, wait, someone looked it up. Sorry, I just did that on myself anyway. I mean, speaking Welsh does help you get a job in Wales, as far as I can tell. It didn't help me enough for me to get my job, but sure, maybe. Yeah, if I happen to find a job that's suitable for me again, and they happen to require, or they happen to prefer Welsh speakers, then I guess I would have an advantage. That sounds like such a negative thing, but it's just because I did apply for a job. And they said it is desirable if you can speak Welsh, but it didn't work out for me in the end. But so that's why I'm a tiny bit salty about it. Been looking for a job here for a few months, and a lot of jobs require preferred proficiency. Really, you know, if you find a job that you think fits me, let me know. I might go for it. I'm not against moving to Cardiff. I mean, a lot of people want me to go to, I don't know, Swansea or something. I guess not a lot of people. Specifically, Melody wants me to go to Swansea. But Cardiff, at least Cardiff has increasingly good public infrastructure, which is something that I care about. So I'm not against it. I'm open to it. But the thing is, I guess that's something that my colleague told me. He said, you got to put your money where your mouth is. Because if you just keep saying you're interested in like the art scene in Wales and you live in England, that's not very convincing, which I guess is true. Like I am interested in either language or arts in Wales, and especially in roles where I can use my language abilities. But since I'm living in England, it's not the most convincing that if I say I'm interested, I want to help the sector grow. So I can understand that, but that's just reality now. It is easiest for me to stay put and find things to do where I am. I saw you in Evildea's video. Yeah. I've been looking for work near Cardiff, not easy. Yeah, that's totally fair. It is a big city. It's kind of... There's a lot of demand and lots of supply around big cities as well. So we'll see. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm looking for various things. My first priority is just finishing my thesis. Tiny update, if any one of you has been following my PhD journey, because I've talked about that a little bit in earlier streams. Basically, I passed my Viva. I got a list of corrections. I passed it in early March. I got a list of corrections in late March, and they said ideally it would be good if I could finish my corrections by early May, which is like I guess less than a month from now. But then I spent the last 2 weeks working on a piece of music, working on revising a piece of music. That leads to a certain opportunity that I guess I would talk about eventually if I do get the opportunity, but I haven't been selected yet. So I spent the past 2 weeks working on that, so I haven't been working on my PhD. I'll try to get back on track as soon as possible, but it's just I have my podcast. I haven't scripted my next video yet, so a lot going on at the same time. By the way, speaking of the Evildea thing, that was so random. If you've seen that Evildea video, for the uninitiated, basically he's like a reaction YouTuber in the language space, and what he did was he reacted to my video about Dutch being replaced by English. And if you've seen that video, I left a comment beneath saying, "Hey, that sounds like a video that I've made." And it was my genuine reaction, because when I saw that video, because my face is not on his thumbnail, right? He was reacting to my video, but his thumbnail was just something else that he came up with. So I didn't know, when I clicked, I didn't know that was he was reacting to my video. And genuinely, I saw that thumbnail and was like, what the hell? Is someone else? Has someone else stolen my idea? I made a video about that exact topic, about like Dutch being replaced by English, and I clicked it and it turned out it was my video. So that I wasn't just joking in that comment that I left. But yeah, it is interesting to see what he thought. Initially, I was really scared to watch the reaction, because I was like, oh no, because that video got a lot of very contentious comments. There are some. It's a very polarized comment section. If you've seen that video, it's got like almost 100,000 views now. It's a very polarized comment section. My thesis statement was, is Dutch being replaced by English? I'm not saying has it been replaced, but I'm saying, is it being, is it currently being, or is it going to be replaced? And then lots of comments are basically like, half of them are like, no, that you're talking out of your ass, that's bullshit. Dutch is very healthy and strong. We speak Dutch all the time. It's never going to be replaced. The other half are like, oh yeah, we're struggling to speak Dutch in our daily lives now. And so many places don't speak it. And also there are some people who are like, yeah, we don't really care about Dutch anymore. Like, English is easier. Let's just speak English. Genuinely, they're so polarized, and it kind of, it's a bit scary to be in that comment section, especially when there's lots of also like racist comments in there, either about me or about immigrants in the Netherlands. And then this reaction to my video basically just reignited all that. It's this exact same kind of vibe in the comment section, equally polarized. But when I watched the reaction now, I was pleasantly surprised. Evildea was very into the idea. Like, I presented some opinions and some observations and also some facts and statistics. My conclusion was more like, there is a distant threat. It could happen. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think Dutch is going to be replaced anytime soon, but it could happen in the future, unless they do something about it. Whereas Evildea is like, nah, based on the stuff that you presented, it sounds like it's the language is dying or something. So I was quite surprised. Like, he was more I guess radical with this in this like spectrum. But anyway, I'm trying to learn Welsh now. I started 4 months ago when I immigrated here. Where did you move from? Super Rubbish Videos, if you don't mind sharing. Did you come from other parts of the UK or from other countries? Because I mean, either way, learning Welsh is great. I think that just goes without saying, but I think it's really helpful for, especially, not exclusively, but especially people who are not from there, to learn the language, because it shows that the language is not necessarily tied to being from there. Like, because with any sort of smaller language, there's always this idea that you speak the language only if you are born there, or even you're from the ethnicity if someone's more exclusionary. So and that goes both ways. Like people who move there think, oh, I'm not from here, I can never learn the language, or I should never learn the language, it's their language. Or people being there who don't speak the language thinking, oh, people moving here should not speak the language, or even people who speak the language think that it's our language, you can't take it away from us. I am very much of the opinion that, I guess it depends on the context, right? You know, if in certain cultures, like in other parts of the world, maybe that's true. But in Europe, I'm very convinced that a language should be open to newcomers. And that's the best way for it to keep going. And so if you and are you from America? Great, good on you, good luck. If you feel free to watch more of my videos for I guess advice and things. But yeah, so if you and I or other people moving to Wales try to learn the language, or even better, succeed in learning the language, that's going to go a long way towards dispelling that belief that, you know, the language should only be for people who are from there. And I think that's very good. That's very important. Lots of Welsh signs, so it's useful. Yeah, that's true, but then it's all bilingual, right? So it's the signs are like the least useful part of helping the language grow. I mean, it is helpful. It reminds people that it's like it's taking up the space, right? It's in a good way. Taking up space sounds really bad, but speaking of someone who has like written papers on like protest slogans and graffiti and things, taking up space is a good thing for you to advance your cause. So the signs are taking up the space. They're reminding people that the language is here, and this is what was originally spoken here, and so on. But it is not the most effective towards actually promoting language, because it's, you know, it is very ignorable. It's easily ignorable, especially when it's bilingual. Unlike in Quebec, for example, where they just remove the English, and now that is actually useful. I love Evildea's community because everyone's arguing. Don't like the negative side of it. What do you mean? You like that they're arguing, but you don't like the negativity? Isn't the point of arguing the negativity? It was so random. I was just watching his video to find the video he's reacting to. Exactly, that's how I felt. Visibility is important. Yes, I'm saying visibility is like a basic level in terms of promoting the language, and then. But this doesn't do as much to promote it as some other things. For example, helping people learn the language, or doing other things to encourage it to actually be used in different situations. Because I'm coming from a Cantonese background, and also like in the background of like Cantonese activism, and we do talk about that a lot, about just different domains. If a language is restricted to one domain, for example, religion, then it is going to die. So you want the language to be in different domains, such as education, daily life interactions, politics, news, pop culture, even if that means the language is going to be degraded with very heavy quotes, or like, you know, code mixing and so on. The fact that the language exists in all those domains is a crucial element towards helping the language persist. Why am I talking about this again? I don't know why. I'm not giving a thesis right now, but that's just the framework of thinking. So because you guys know, like, I talk a lot about language preservation or revitalization, and that's kind of framework that I'm thinking in. So for example, if I want to go and judge if a language is being revitalized efficiently, I'm like, okay, so is it possible to use this language to do this specific thing, or not possible? Like, do people do it? Do people order things in the language? Do people study the language? Do people talk about the most mundane shit in the language? What's the most mundane shit? I don't know. Do they like get their car repaired in the language? You know, so that's what I'm talking about. Quebec was confusing when driving. Yeah, I can imagine. So, as I always say, you know, it is it's a tug of war. It's a balancing act. In terms of language promotion, that would be very effective, right? That would force people to use the language rather than just ignore it. I like debating a lot, but the kind based on sharing opinions and facts, not the one where people are trying to prove each other wrong. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's why I'm just no longer engaging in like internet arguments. If you follow my social media, you see me like taking part in a lot of these things. But like I have given up on the idea that you can like prove someone wrong, because especially when someone's arguing on the internet, they're not really debating in the sense that they're not looking at the facts and such, but they're just like shouting, right? It's just shouting at each other. So usually when I leave a comment or a post or a reply, I'm either just satirizing or like supporting someone else's opinion, or I just write something just to be funny. I mean, some of my replies on my own channel are also that, like, I'm not going to convince this guy, especially if it's someone that, you know, is clearly racist. I'm not going to convince them to not be racist, so I might as well just make fun of them and call it a day. I have a friend who started doing YouTube relatively recently, and they're a person who cares a lot about how people perceive them. And then in the first few weeks, they just kept sharing how distressed they were, like at the stupid people leaving comments on the channel. And then everyone else who sees the post are like, no, mate, calm down, ignore them. You're not going to convince them. You're not going to change their minds. Just ignore them. So for a very long time, this person couldn't ignore them. But eventually, I think they're coming around to it. They're like starting to find the inner peace, so they can ignore stupid comments, and which is something good. Before we actually get into the studying part of this, I have spoken a lot, but I want to mention one more thing. I got a comment, because we're talking about comments, right? I got a comment today, or today, maybe, saying that person couldn't understand me because of my thick accent. They say I have a thick accent. So, I want to do a little poll among these 15 of you. How this poll is intentionally subjective, okay? Let's say no, a bit, quite, and very. No, quite is like very. It's the word quite is ambiguous across different cultures, because quite could mean very or could mean a little bit. Rather. Oh, okay. Quite, and then like extremely. Let's just say that, because I want to know how people perceive this. To me, obviously, I just talk normal, right? That's just how I talk. But when that person left a comment saying I couldn't understand what you're saying, why is your accent so thick? I'm like, whoa, thick with two C's. The ironic thing is that video had subtitles on it. It's like a short video from one of my streams. So I meticulously spent like 15-20 minutes putting in the subtitles accurately, and then that person just ignores all the subtitles and says they don't understand me. So that was a bit annoying, but I just want to know what you guys think. The debate should be about sharing knowledge and experiences. You're the old school debater. That's not how the internet rolls, my friend. And that's why I like Evildea. He's sharing his honest opinion through experience and stuff while being neutral. If you ask me, the idea of being neutral is a bit problematic. I don't think being neutral is necessarily a good thing. I think being objective is a good thing, if you know what I mean. If I'm sharing my opinion. I'm sharing my opinion, so it's not going to be neutral, but I'm going to try my best and base it off real life facts, experiences, statistics, and so on. Well, they talk about my accent when speaking English. English, yes, English, because I speak English on these streams. It's about that was a clip from one of these streams. You don't have a Chinese accent if they're meaning that. I don't know what they mean, mate. I have no idea what they mean. But you're American. You're not British. So maybe that plays a part in the perception. I have no idea. I also don't know how I would categorize my accent either. But they did say that I have a very strong Asian, I don't know what the word was, twang maybe, in my accent, and I don't know how much of that there is. Maybe there is a bit of that. We never know. Objective, sorry, I used the wrong word. Yeah. So while that poll is going on, I'm going to talk about, Amr, what you were asking, how I'm going to change my way of studying. So if you've seen the thumbnail, this is an Uyghur study stream, which I haven't done one for a little while. I've given updates about my Uyghur learning in the past few streams. I also did cut out like a clip and put it on my main channel as like a language learning update, because my friends also put their language learning updates on their channels, and I'm like, oh, I should do that. I haven't done that for a while. So I just put my stream clip on my main channel as a learning update. But I haven't actually shown myself learning Uyghur in a while. But as a recap, if you haven't seen those clips, what I've been doing basically was reading a grammar book, not as much reading the textbook that I had, and doing lots of flashcards. Well, not as much as I should, but as much as I can. Doing flashcards, especially learning and absorbing the language structure, the grammar, the suffixes from the example sentences specifically, and also like training myself to understand the phonology through those example sentences. Well, as of lately, I've got something new, because the background to that was I have a student learning Cantonese who is also kind of a polyglot and a language nerd. They also are learning / have learned some Uyghur, but because they live in China, they actually have a much easier time getting access to Uyghur learning resources, such as storybooks. So during some of our Cantonese practice conversation sessions, and mind you, this is all in Cantonese, we start discussing such as Uyghur grammar, start discussing what ways we can get our hands on some learning resources. And then what they did was they helped me buy some bilingual storybooks in Uyghur, as in Uyghur and in Mandarin, like simplified Chinese. I don't have the physical books yet, because it's really hard to post things from China all the way to here, to Manchester. Wow, look at me. I'm so like UK centric. I just compared China, the entire fucking country, to Manchester, the city. Anyway, but because of that, actually completely without me requesting it, they just sent me like pictures of the books, of like the content of the books, which means I now have like a scan of the stories on my computer, which is amazing. It happens to be better for streaming as well, because if I had the physical books, I wouldn't be able to show you what I'm doing. But now that I have pictures of the books, I can just read it on stream. It's going to be exciting. Again, it's parallel text, so I can use. I mean, I'm going to try and like understand the Uyghur from my knowledge and from guesswork, but reading the Chinese on the side is going to help me understand more of the Uyghur. Like if I don't understand a word, I can just look at the Chinese, and because I somewhat understand the language structure now, I can figure out what exact word that is. Like sometimes I see something, I'm like, oh, that's an adjective. I just don't understand what the adjective is saying, so I can look at the Chinese. So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of this stream. I do think I hope I'm not infringing on copyright or anything, because like, for one, it's China. People don't care about copyright. But also, I mean, I did pay for the books. I did pay for them. So, oh, I will have paid at a certain point. So I'm gonna read some more of these chat messages, and then we're gonna move on to that. I'm gonna end the poll here. Interesting. 56% no, not thick, and 44% a bit thick. That is quite interesting. Obviously, to me, I don't have an accent at all, right? Well, have an accent is a very problematic phrasing, but obviously I feel like I sound completely neutral, but I see what I mean. I have a problem hearing Northern Brits like by Manchester. Ah, I see, really? Because, well, for obvious reasons, Manchester to me is like the most common accent now. It's like how my friend Samuel he's been living in Scotland for a while, and for a couple of years, and then he told me like a couple of months back. Yeah, to me, Scottish accents have kind of started to become the default accents. Like, hearing Scottish accents are now the normal thing, and then when I'm in England, it's weird to hear people without Scottish accents. It's like, oh wait, why are you talking weird? Speak Scottish, come on. So it is quite interesting. I never thought about this because I know a lot of people who move to the UK. A lot of them live in like the South, so the English they're hearing is not that different from the English that we're taught in school. And also a lot of people I know from Hong Kong are not very sensitive towards accents, so to them it's all just British. But now that I'm a person who's sensitive to accents, and now that I've lived in the North for a little while, it's interesting to see this mental shift in like, oh yeah, the Northern accents are the normal ones, whereas when I say, or when I force myself to say, or even sometimes when I hear something like I accidentally cut it. Oh, it feels so weird. I'm very familiar with Asian accents. You don't have like you are from China when you're speaking English, unless you like to say open the light. But that's not an accent. That's a common thing. Like people include like words in their understanding of accents. In fact, I think people who are not linguists tend to think of words or structures when they think of accents, and that to me is beyond my understanding, because to me accents are, you know, basically the phonetics, right? The phonetics of the language, how each phoneme is represented in that accent, whereas words are more like, you know, in the dialect. That's their version of English. But I can see why it is words are commonly treated as part of the accent. I understand it. I just that's not how I'm used to seeing it. But like sometimes I watch Evan Edinger and then he talks about his accent, and then he just casually starts. There's a recent video where he collabed with Rob Words. So they do start talking about. They start with talking about like his New Jersey accent. And then at some point, he just randomly goes off into like a way they use a word, and I'm like, that's not the accent. That's just how I use the word. Anyway, I'm not going to die on that hill. It's just how I see things. You don't. Oh, by the way, I think there's some other people who say open the light as well. I think maybe Polish people do say it. I'm not 100% sure. I think. I know some cultures that do say open the light, other than ours. It's obvious that you're not a native English speaker. Oh, okay. Well, Amber clocked me. Damn it. Okay, we're gonna work harder. At some point, I'm gonna fool everyone. It's kind of interesting that in other languages, people often say, I'm accent free, or I sound native. I do think that in other languages, the bar's lower. Like they have a lower expectation of how much you sound native. So maybe it's easier for me to sound native in those languages. Like lots of people have said my German is akzentfrei. Polish people have said I sound like I'm from there. And even like my French friends said like I sound completely French, which I'm like, I literally don't. My French pronunciation is based on Parisian French, the voice in my head is Quebec French. There's no way I sound French. But, you know, the bar is lower for those languages. So maybe in English it's a lot higher. It's a straight translation when you use the word open. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a language interference. That's interference, which happens a lot. And that's the kind of stuff that I try not to do in my target languages. When I started doing those Polish conversation lessons, I also specifically said, because they asked me, oh, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to learn in Polish? I specifically say, I want to, hold on, I'm trying to find the window to share. I want you to be really specific and harsh, strict on the kind of phrasing that I use. Because quite a lot of times, especially in the languages that I'm better at, I would say something that makes sense in the language, but then that's not how the native speaker would say it. So when I'm taking, for example, Polish lessons, my main goal is to have the teacher catch me out and tell me, no, I mean that I get what you're saying, but we wouldn't say it like that. We would say it this way. So far, not a lot of people have done that for me. I don't know if because my Polish is so good or just because they're not as sensitive as I would have been if I were Polish, you know. Like, for example, when I hear someone speak in English, or Cantonese for that matter, I'm very perceptive towards, oh, that's not how natives would say that. I don't know, but that's my goal. Okay, let's move on to the reading bit. As I said, this is one of the books that I have bought with the help of my student in China. I don't know how many I actually don't know how many I've bought. I just said, just get all of them. Get them all. And they got me a bunch. I think apparently there's eight of these things. They're like children's books, as you know, lots of people would recommend you read as a language learner. It's a children's book in Uyghur and Mandarin, Chinese. I think it is mainly targeted towards Uyghur kids for them to learn Chinese, or I guess bilingual kids. But now I have it, so I can practice reading even just this. No, it is funded by the government. Good. I'm not going to understand it probably. It's like it's saying funded by this board or something. What is this saying? Khirq folk. Chek liri. I don't know what. Oh, like children. Because children in Uyghur is balalar, but in Turkish is çocuk. So maybe that's what it is. Çocuk liri. We'll see. Resimlik. Resim is from Arabic, so it's something to do with drawing. Yeah, drawing. Resimlik, so it's drawn. Kitabı. Okay. Xerq, folk. Çocukları. Children's. Resimlik, drawn, I guess. Kitabı, books. What about this? The hardest thing right now with the Arabic script is I can't read it when it's tiny. I have to zoom in all the way to actually read it. What is this saying? That's Uygurca, Khenzuca, Selişturma. Okay, is it right? Is it Selişturma? I think so. Selişturma. So I guess Selişturma. I know ma is like a noun ending. So Seliştur. In this one it says doitzil, which means comparison or like a parallel text. Maybe that's what it means. I don't need to know the specifics. I just need to get the gist. That's my strategy when it comes to reading in my target language. Have a good night. A cliche way to learn a language. Yeah, but then when you're learning a low resource language, you use anything you can get your hands on. That's the idea. That's how I've been experiencing for the past few months of learning this language. Is hello, Koronska. You were mentioned a bit earlier. Oh, it's Uyghur. Yes, 4-Plow Choppers. Welcome. Oh, people coming. Whoa, why is everyone coming at the same time? What is happening? Were people just waiting to skip all the story time and coming to see me study a language? What the heck? Are my stories that boring? But Super Rubbish Videos has left, so have a good night, Super Rubbish Videos. So I'm gonna be very slow because I'm obviously I suck at the language, but that's my cliche way of learning the language. Hello, Jackie. Oh right, I can't read this font. It's so different from the font I'm used to. So Bai, right? Bai the Chak. What is this? Chakar? I guess it's Chakar. I think it's Chakar. This is a weird font, but I guess you have to eventually learn. It's like in Thai, the funky fonts look completely different from the normal fonts. I will have to learn it. Or like Russian, like Cyrillic, I guess. It's a bilingual book. It is! We all sense the disturbance in the force. Wait, what? The disturbance that I'm learning Uyghur? When are you learning Armenian? I might get back in that eventually. I don't think I want to learn two languages in parallel, but I do want to get back. I have made up with my Armenian friends, so I might potentially return to the language now. I do think it's a very nice language to learn, but like learning two low resource languages at the same time is going to be very difficult. Like I'm generally against learning two languages, especially on the same level at the same time. So I'm going to do Uyghur now, which I have got a decent amount of knowledge in, like very little, but it's not nothing. So, oh my god. I said I'm going to try and read the Uyghur first, but then reading Chinese is just so natural to me that I just skimmed it right away. It took me 0 seconds to read the Chinese. So I know what the Uyghur sentence is about. It's going to be very difficult because there's lots of like abstract nouns here. So, oh, this font is also a bit funky. It's giving like Persian fonts. I'll get used to it eventually. Ach, no, is this a Luke? Is a k sound? That's a really weird way to write the k. Luke, but I think it's Luke because it's about greed. Ach Luke. Oh yeah, greed in Uyghur is something to do with like open eyes. Kuz is eye, so Luke. Greed, Ach Luke. I actually can't read this. What is this? Amr, what are these letters? It's Bil. What? Bilen? Is it Bilen? What is this letter with the? It doesn't look like any actual letter. Oh, I'll figure it out. Okay. Okay. What is this? Oh my god, I can't read this font at all. It's so different from what I used to. Kana something. This is harder than I expected. Chana I ne like nung. Oh, this is not. Oh, right. Is it just like a this is an E, but it's written very long. Is it just very long? Kyrgyz is also Achkuz. Oh right. Are you? I forgot. Sorry. You were here last time. You speak Kyrgyz, right? Oh, welcome. You're gonna enjoy this. It's a very related language. Achkuz at the root. Okay, good. Armenian Achkuzluk. This is Achkuzluk here. It's written in cursive. Oh shit, this is bad. I'm gonna struggle so much. Armenian alphabet and writing system is so interesting. I know Armenian is beautiful. I can learn Armenian into native. What do you mean? How? Goronska just got back home. There was story time about me. You'll watch it back eventually. I'm gonna skip this one. I know what it means. It means yamhim, which is like what is it in English? Cunning, like cunningness. Yeah, I said cunning. Yeah. See, it feels weird to say cunning. How cunning is really cunning. So okay, Of course you won't know how to read it. This is bad. Amr, okay, I know there's a delay, but when you see this, tell me what this letter is. This one with the... Can you see my cursor? Yeah. The one with that's like a little circle, like a spiral. I can't read this letter. I'm gonna try reading this again. Kana... I'm guessing this is 2 dots. I'm guessing there's 2 dots, so it's gonna be like Kana it chan lek nung. I'm gonna just skip it for now and get the rest of it. Is it as different as cursive and print in Cyrillic? I'm finding out as we speak, Goronska. I'm finding out. I had no prior exposure. You're watching me learn cursive Arabic in real time. It is a noon. Yes, I guessed it. I thought it was a n because I thought this might be a bilen. Bilen means with. So I guess it from the word. Yeah. So, oh maybe no. Sorry, not bilen. This because this is e, right? This is e. Is it e? No. That's not an e. Because an e would be connected. This is not connected. No, 4 past trouble. Noon is the name of the letter. I only know the names from Hebrew. But it's the same, it's pretty much the same letters. No, this is not Bilen. This is Bil something else N. Oh, I will get to that eventually. We'll cross the bridge when we get to it. Okay, let's see. Oh my god. It's probably an R? You can't have an RN because in Uyghur they write the vowels. It's not like Arabic where you can have no vowels. It's the name of the letter, yes. So is this an E? Because I'm gonna look at some non-cursive Uyghur just to refresh my memory of how things are written. What is this? What is this letter that is not connected? Is it an R? It can't be. What is happening right now? Okay, we'll get to that later. So this is ni. Oh my god! No, I need to figure out what this letter is because it's showing up a lot. It forces a break between it and then noon. Yeah, it's exactly. It's a letter that cannot be connected to the next letter. So we have some people who can read Arabic script here, right? It's in a duh. Oh, is it a probably? You're not sure? I thought this was your native script. Wait, is it a? Okay, let I'm gonna quickly. What other letters need a break after them? Since that is so small, I can't read. What is that? What is that letter you just typed? It's so small. Is it a h? No. Oh. Give me a second. Like what? I'll just look at what letters would force a break. So it's not an. I guess this is an E, right? There's an E afterwards. So bidin would kind of make sense. Uyghur has unique letters. I mean, it does, but it's just variations on Arabic letters. They're all variations on Arabic letters anyway. Okay. This what is this letter? Now, I'm gonna guess it's a T. Tai. No, T. Li. Lung. I guess it's a K. That's a K, right? Okay. So look, because look makes sense. Lick in Uyghur makes sense. I can't understand Uyghur not only because we stopped writing in Arabic in Arabic, but it sounds so different. Okay, we'll move on. Oh, it's the same word again. Bil. I don't know what this letter is. It's just this one is causing troubles. Usually E has 2 dots underneath. Yeah. So this one is a Y. I don't know what the letter is called, but this one is a Y sound. So it's like an E, but with the 2 dots underneath. So this is a Y. this is what you see. Again, I'm gonna need to copy it elsewhere to read it because I can't read Arabic script when it's tiny. So okay. We'll move on. Maybe this is not working out. Maybe this is just not working. What is this again? Maybe I should just go and learn cursive first, and then before I read this. I was not expecting this. I hadn't read this before. Okay. You know what? Oh hey, I know this word. It's Başlinidu. I can read this very easily. This is Başlinidu. So it is started. Başlinidu. So I know this word. I know this word. I learned it from Wiktionary when I accidentally went on the rabbit hole of just exploring declensions. So I explored the declensions of this word. So I know this word. Hekaise, I guess. Let me quickly check what is a story in Uyghur. Hekaye. Yeah, hekaise. That makes sense. Hekaise. Hekaise. So kunguluknung hekaise mana. So I guess means here. No. That doesn't. Mushu is this. Mushu. Year. What if it's an air? Could be an air. Maybe this is. Hold on, let me check. How is an air written? I think it's an air. Maybe that's why you don't know it, because it's a vowel. Let me just quickly check. Because I think it's so weird. I suddenly forget how to. I can read the script in like normal font, like non-cursive, but I can't conjure it in my head. It could be an air, because an air I think does not connect to the next. Yeah. Oh, I think that's an air, because an air does not connect to the next letter. So that would make sense. I'm looking for a vowel, so that would be like a yerdin, because that means from place. Yer, so that would be y. That would be an air, which looks completely different from what I'm used to, because normally it looks like a little circle. Yer. D, I, N, Yerden. We figured it out, I think. Başlinidu. You're not just learning Uyghur, you're learning cursive Uyghur. It's like trying to read cursive Russian with no prior experience. I am doing just that. I wasn't planning to do it, but I accidentally. Oh, no. That's not cursive. That's. Yeah, because when my students sent me pictures initially, I was like, I can read that. This is not cursive. So most of the book is in this script. It's a normal non-cursive script. It's just a beginning page. It's like, oh, here is a story about this and that. That's in cursive. What a relief. So the rest of it is not in cursive, thank God. Have you had a chance to have lesson with the Uyghur native? Are you picking up phonetics from recordings? I'm picking up phonetics from recordings. That's just that. I know I'm doing a lot of things in reverse. I'm just trying out various different strategies to learn the language. I have someone in mind on italki who can teach me Uyghur, but I haven't approached them yet because I'm like, I want to get some basics down before I actually try that. You know what I'm saying? That tracks. That kind of letter does not exist in Arabic Persian. Does not exist in Persian. That's brute forcing a language. Have you seen my last video, which is like a clip from a stream? I am brute forcing this language, and I kind of enjoy it. That's the introduction. Yeah, it's just the introduction. That'd be weird. A trend book in cursive. Thank God. Yeah, I can read this. Oh my God. Okay. Aç köz nai. That's the first word I don't know. Sorry, no, bai. Not nai. Oops. Bai. I'm gonna try and read this first, and then I'm gonna figure out what it means from the Chinese. Da'im means always. Yilukchi. I know yil is year. Luk is like a abstract noun ending. Chi, it means a person, a doer of something. Yıllıkçı. So maybe someone who works a long time for a year. İşletip, that's ish would be like working. So işletip, that's like the connecting ending. İş hakkını. I know hakkında is about, but hakkını, I don't know what that means. Bermeydiken. Did not give. Bermeydiken. I think iken is like perfective or something. That's why I was reading the grammar book, because there's so many different aspects and tenses that are not taught in detail. At least not soon enough in the textbooks. I'm like, I'm just gonna read the fucking grammar book and learn all the aspects and tenses. There is also a Wikipedia page if you go look it up, but the Wikipedia page is just copied from that grammar book that I'm reading, and it's not complete. So I just went to the book. Günlerning of the days. Ötüş. I don't know what ötüş. I know it's a verb. It's a gerund, but I don't know what the verb is. Ötüşü. Bilen with. Onunla. To his. Onunla. İşleydirenler. Is it like people working? Multiple people working? İşleydirenler. Çıkmaptu. Okay, let's look at the Chinese. 貪婪的紅巴衣經常僱傭長工，卻不給工錢. Okay, so the greedy bear, Bai, always hires. Oh yeah, I knew it. Yeah, long-term workers, but does not give money. Okay, so açköz, that's the greedy. Bai. I'm guessing that's the bear. Bai, because Bai is the name of the bear. Like daim always. Yıllıkçı. I guess that's long-term workers. Oh, so this means hire. So I know ish is work, but işlit. Okay, işlit would be to hire. İşletip hires, and then connecting form. İş hakkını. I'm guessing this one means iş hakkını is the pay. I won't say pension. Pension is not English. Pensja is Polish. Bermeydiken. Oh, so that's not perfective. That's like a habitual, right? He often does not give the money. So maybe that's habitual. Bermeydiken. 久而久之沒人給他打工了. So eventually nobody worked for him. So günlerning ötüşü. So I'm guessing, because this is like of the days. So I'm guessing this whole phrase means like as the day passes by, right? As the day passes. Günlerning ötüşü bilen. Oh no, okay. So this is with. So with the passing of the days. Günlerning of the days. Ötüşü passing, bilen with. Onunla to him. İşleydirenler. Oh, towards him, working people. Çıkmaptu. So I'm guessing this one means like disappeared, or like not showing up. I'm guessing çıkmaptu. Because ma is negative. İşleydirenler çıkmaptu. Let me read chat. Arguably all Arabic is in cursive. Yeah, that's true, because they're all connected, right? I'm having a funny feeling hearing you read Uyghur now, like you speak something that's both legible and not. To me, as a Kyrgyz, that's Turkic languages for you. Uyghur has interesting connection rules. He doesn't seem to connect to anything on the left, although, oh no, the hair does not connect to, although it does connect on both sides. And really, I'm gonna check that later. Ayuk is a bear. That's Ayu in Kyrgyz. Oh, I didn't know that. Because this is one word, ayuk bai. So maybe bear is part of the name, like Winnie the Pooh. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to quickly Google what is bear in Uyghur. Bear is, yeah, it's ayuk. No, it's ayuk. It's not ayuk. Ayuk. Ayuk. Oh, so you're right, yeah. Ayuk. Ayuk is a bear, and Bai is the name of the bear. Ayuk Bai. As the days go by, yeah, they stopped showing up. Oh, this is really helpful. I'm really glad you're here for Po Choppers. I just read for is like German naturally. Chuk maktu. So yeah, chuk. This is chuk maptu. I think this is some sort of like continuous, but I don't care that much. I just want to understand it, and that's it. Bir kuni Eyuk Bai, yeah, the bear. One day, Eyuk Bai, the bear, közige, to his eyes. Yeah, Yavash is like a tiger? No. Yavash köründiran. Oh, kör is see, körünni would be like to be seen, to appear. Diran would be like seeing, to appearing. Köründiran. Maimunne. I don't know what my munne is they is dep. I know is dep. Looking for, like searching. Is dep beriptu. See, Uyghur really loves these auxiliary verbs. Like they would put the main verb in like a connecting form, and then use auxiliary verb. This is beriptu. Bar. Oh, it's going. Yeah, went. Beriptu? Yeah, beriptu. Okay, so one day the bear went to look for an honest looking monkey. Oh, okay, so birkuni, one day, birkuni, Bai, the bear, közige, to the eye. Oh, because the monkey looks honest to the eye. So to the eye, közige, Yavash, so I guess this is honest. Yavash, körünidiran, looking. Maimunne, that's monkey. Isdep, searching. Beriptu, went. Easy peasy. Didn't took me like half an hour or something. Yeah, what is it? Sun Galaxia. Again, I need to copy it elsewhere so that I can read it, because I can't read tiny Arabic. What is this? What is that word you just wrote? Sun Galaxia. Okay, next one. I don't know how far I can go today. Maybe I'll do this for like another half an hour and then continue on another stream someday. Deal? Because I'm a bit hungry, to be honest. The Uyghurs I heard speaking the language probably spoke some kind of dialect. This is way more intelligible than what I kept hearing. Could be also because, for one, I can't speak the language, so I'm reading it really slowly, and also the Uyghur does a thing that's what I am aware of that, because it's in the textbook. Uyghur does a thing where the sounds change on the fly. Like, you know how, for example, in Polish, if you have like a bez problemu, you write it as bez problemu, but you pronounce it bez problemu because it becomes like the z becomes a s. Uyghur has rules like that, but it has a lot more rules, and so all the sounds change a little bit when they speak it. I don't know how to do that yet. That's why I'm going to eventually take lessons and also find something more to listen. Now I'm just reading. I'm just trying to figure out the language. That's my main goal. So maybe that's why it's more understandable to you, because right now I'm reading everything as is, and also very slowly. That's how third to last word looks in Persian. Loop-de-loop instead of the circle. Ah, okay. Okay, I meant to not read the Chinese, but I just accidentally read it because it's so obvious to me. Okay, so yes, I am zooming it. I'm zooming way in because as I said, I can only read Arabic when it's huge. Minung mai besh 5 shertim. I don't know what this means. Well, I know because I read the Chinese accidentally. It's a condition. Oh, shertim or criterion. Bar. Ah, right. So I have 5 conditions. Minung besh shertim bar. Shununga. Wait, so towards that, I think it's raining really badly. I think this afternoon it hailed a little bit. I thought that's a very weird sounding rain, and I know it's hail. But now I think it's proper raining now. It's pouring. Very not typical Manchester. Usually we just get constant drizzles. Anyway. Conciliary. I don't know what that means. Conciliary. Sounds like counseling, but I know that's not it. Ischlep, working, right? That's working. Ischlep, bere. Oh, I know that's like optative. It means like let me do or let you do. But I don't know if it's me or you. But maybe let me. So let me work. Deptu, he said. Deptu Maimun. So that, I guess that's a monkey. Maimun. Okay, let's see what's Chinese. The monkey says, I have 5 conditions. If you accept them, I will do it. I will work. So minung besh bar. I have 5 conditions. Shununga. Oh, so I guess this is like you accept it. Shununga. So towards the conditions. Conciliary. It's a noun. I don't know why it's a noun. It's like accepting. Conciliary. But this has to mean accepting. Ischlep bere. So I will work for you. Bere means either give or go. I keep confusing them because like go is barmak and give is bermek, I think. So this one is, oh, they're the same verb. So this is either go or give. So I will go work or I will give work. There's a lot of like these things like, oh, I give doing something to you. It's like Japanese. If anyone knows Japanese, it's like, oh, the ageru, kureru, that kind of stuff. Uyghur does that a lot. I give working to you. It means like I work for you. I do this for the sake of you. Deptu, so the Deptu mun the monkey said. Weather down in South England is really nice today. Really? On voicing in connection. I didn't know this word. Ubezdźwięcznienie. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Uyghur has a lot of these things. What do you eat after the stream? Well, oh, it's give. You sure? Okay, I'll take your word for it. Even though you don't speak Uyghur, I'll believe you. So, let me give labor. Let me give work. Literally and Japanese. There you go. So yeah, Uyghur does a lot of that. I forgot what's the third one. There's ageru, kureru, and there's the third one. Morau. Yeah, I get something from you, right? Morau. So, Eikbar, the bear. Kunglide. I don't know what. Because Kungul is like happy, joyful. Soul, I think soul. I will see. Kunglide. Oh, it's like the kind of quotes they use. They use the Polish quote. No, not the Polish. The French quotes. But they use the colon like it. It's a semicolon colon. The colon. They use colon like Chinese. Yil 1 year. Akhirida. Oh, at the end of 1 year. Akhirida. Beribir. I don't know what that means. Unimu. Oh, also it. Unimu. Yolra to the hand. Salmenro. Don't know what that means. Let's see the Chinese. So the bear thought, oh, in the head. So in Chinese you say like something. So heart think. So maybe that's like a slightly Chinese way of expressing it. In the soul, he thought. In the mind, he thought. At the end of the year, I will have a way to also get rid of him. So that's where the also comes from. Because in this one, une is him, and then mu is also. So I mean that's why it's also him. Okay, let's see. So Eikbar Kungli. Oh, Kungul is heart. Kungli, his heart. Kunglide, in his heart. Kunglide. Yil Akhrida. Beribil onemu yorga salimenro. I don't know what salimenro is. Salimenro. I can't figure it out. But I'm guessing like something to the hand would refer to getting rid of it. Yeah, N2 working towards N1. Yeah, everyone knows some Japanese. I will say that's what I noticed when I started learning this language. I was reading the textbook on stream, and then I had a sudden understanding, because the book kept saying, oh, auxiliary this, auxiliary that. I was like, what the hell is this? And then it clicked, and I realized it's just like Japanese. It's like giving this and giving that. In our language, give labor is an act of someone providing their time, while in English, working for you means someone actively being under someone's employ. Oh, beautiful. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Cool. It's an act of giving a time. Yeah. I'm not saying it's a brand new. I actually thought about making the title a brand new, but it's not brand new. It's just new to me. It's a way that I haven't tried yet in this language. So dep oilap. Dep oilap. Again, so connecting forms. Because oi is to put. So like having said that. So dep is saying put. So dep oimak would be have said, but this is having said. Having saying dep oilap. Having said that in preparation. Muimunung of the monkey. Shertini. What is shert? Oh yeah. Shertini, the conditions. Shertini, the monkey's conditions. Tepsili. I feel like I've seen this word before. Tepsili. Anglemaila without listening. Anglemaila. Makul. I've heard this word before. Makul. I don't remember. Bolup. Makul bolup. Being. Tilret. Don't know what this is. Tilret. Yezip. Writing. Biriptu. Okay, let's see Chinese. So, he didn't listen to the monkey's conditions. He wrote the contract. Okay, so let's see. Dep oilap. Muimunung shertene. Oh, he didn't listen carefully. Maybe this is carefully. Tepsil. Let me check carefully. Oh, I'm gonna try to type in oil, but I'm really bad at using the keyboard. I'm really slow. Okay, let me try it. Tepsili. I can also look. I'm doing this like brute forcing thing, so it's fine if I do it really slowly, which is in vast contrast to what I'm doing with French. Okay, so tep. Is it tep or tip? It's tep. Tepsili. Tep. No, that's E. Tep. Si. Li. Details, I think. Yeah, that's what I thought. Details. Did not listen in detailed manner. Detailed way. Tepsili anglemai la. Makul. What's makul? Oh, right. That's probably the contract, because it's Arabic. I know it's Arabic, so that's probably why it's contract. Makul. Molup till. No. Hold on. That's not contract. What's makul? Makul. That is not contract. Let me see. Makul. Where's k on the keyboard? Makul. Oh, like okay? Like accept? Makul bolup. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I've heard this word before. So he's being accepting, or being happy to accept. Bolup. Ta tilhet. So maybe tilhet is a contract. Yeah, tilhet is a contract. Yezip biriptu. Oh. Is it clickbait? I mean, it's technically not. I'm not lying. That's the best kind of clickbait. It seems like it's saying something else, but it's actually not saying something else. It's saying exactly what I meant to say. So that is not a lie. Maybe Kongul is attention. Yeah. Kongul is like a mind, soul. So I think I'll come back. I'll do another pass after this, but I'm just gonna like go through a few more pages and then like gonna come back and read all of this in one go. Okay. Can't see the Chinese now. Muimun, monkey. Ishqa, to the work. Chushken, falling, right? He fell, maybe that's like the idiomatic way of saying it. It fell into the work. No, right? Tunji. Don't know what tunji is, we'll see. Tunji, kuni, day. Ayakbar, I can read this on first glance now. Ayakbar, the bear. Une, him. Kurden, from the eye. Shu, that. Ekilip. Oh, rings a bell. I feel like I've seen the word ekilip before. Ekilip. Idishne. I don't know what this means. Idishne. Toshkozoshne. Don't know what that's either. Toshkozoshne. Boyruptu. Okay, let's read the Chinese. Oh, it's not shu, it's su. I misread. Su is water. Shu is that. Su is water. So the first day, the monkey is working. The bear made him go get water from the lake. Oh, that's right. It's not I. Kurz is I. Kurd is lake. Right. I remember now. I know that from Turkish. From the lake to get water. And fill the tank. That is new to me. I've never seen this expression in Chinese before. Mun, so I guess that's what people say in the north, or I guess in the northwest. To fill it, to full it. That's not the Chinese that I understand. Anyway, so let's do that again. Muimun ishqa chushken tunji. Oh wait, no, I do know the word. It's a first. It's first. Yeah, I know the word. First. Tunji. This tunji kune. Okay, the first day monkey went to work. Ekbar one kulden, from the lake. So this is to get water from the lake. Ekilip. I feel like I've seen this in the flashcard. Ekilip. Idishne. So I'm guessing this is a tank. Idishne. Toshkozoshne. Filling. Boyruptu. I'm guessing this is tell him to do something. Make him do something. So monkey to the work fell. First day. Bear him from the lake. Water get. Tank filling. Made. I was way off. Tunji is night. I'm gonna double check. I'll double check. It's tunji. Where's the G on the keyboard? J. Oh, it's on Shift J. Tunji. Yeah, it's first. Yeah, because there's birinji and there's tunji. They have different functions. I don't know why. Birinji would be like a more mathematical number one. Tunji would be like the earliest, I guess. So, Muiman ishqa chushken tunji kuni ekbar onu kurden su ekilip.
eklip idishne. No, idishne to toshkozoshne buyruptu. Okay, next one. Bingham. What's Bingham? Bingham. I don't know what Bingham is. No, Bigham. Sorry, Bigham. I'm still not very good at distinguishing similar letters. Bigham. Buishne. So, this work. Kalal maimen. I cannot do. Kalal maimen. Deptu. Said Muimun. Said the monkey. Untup. Don't know what that means. Untup kaldelemu. That's a verb phrase, but kaldelemu. I will see that. Shertimnung. My condition. Biri. One of my condition. Kölne. The lake. Kulturell Meimen. Oh, something to do with like get or go or something, or go into kulturell. So I cannot go to the lake. Maybe I cannot go to the lake. Kulturell Meimen. Idi. There was. Menisse bolsa. If it is bolsa, men kölden from the lake. From the lake. Su water. Ekilelmeimen. I cannot get water from the lake. Diggen look. Oh, I know diggen is like something said, but like, what's diggen look? Diggen. I'm gonna look it up. I feel like this is actually a useful word that I should know. Diggen look. So diggen look. Diggen look. It means. Okay, it means I cannot go to the lake. Funny how idishne means idishne. Idishne means tank in Uyghur. As it is dish, cutlery, pot. Maybe that's pot as well. This is like something you put water in. So maybe that's pot as well. Idish. Yeah, it's idish. N is the accusative, like fill the water pot. I'm sure you have something like that. Idishne. So idish is a thing. Idishne, to fill the thing. Okay, let's see what it's saying. He said, boss. The monkey said, boss, I can't do this. How did you forget? One of my conditions was that I cannot move the lake. Which means, literally says, yeah, I cannot move the lake. Which means, I cannot go get water from the lake. Okay, let's look at it again. So, Bigham, I guess is like my boss. Bigham, buishne kalamaimen. I cannot do this work. Deptu, muimun, the monkey said. Und I said like forget untup, because like unuttum would be I forgot in Turkish. I know that's unuttum. So this is probably something like that, right? Forget in Uyghur is, come on, forget is it's untup kalmak. You have to say untup kalmak. So this whole thing is the verb untup kalmak. I guess you become having, because kalmak is like stay or become. I forgot which one of them. I don't know. It's giving me like Scandinavian, where bleed is either stay or become. Anyway, so kalmak to become memoryless, maybe. Untup kaldelemu. Maybe this is like a polite form. You forgot kaldelemu. No. Kaldele is like the polite form, the very polite form. Kaldelemu. Mu is also, I don't know why it's here. It's probably something to do with like kaldelemu. 你都唔記得咗，你都oh okay, because like, oh, how did you forget it? You also forgot it. You well, we'll see. Şırtımın biri, one of my conditions. Kölni kötürelmemen. I cannot move the lake. Kötürelmemen. That means move. I guess bring. I think kötür, because I know Turkish has götürmek. So kötür probably something along the lines of bring or move. Kötürelmemen. İdi. There was like this condition. Menisi. I don't know what menisi is. I'll look it up. Menisi. Menisi. Meaning. Oh, its meaning is menisi bolsa. If we're talking about its meaning, I guess. Men kölden su ekelel meymen. I cannot get water from the lake. Degen look. Some this kind of meaning. Kötür is carry. Yeah, I think it's carry. That's why I said something along those lines. To fill be idishte, to be left as. Yeah, kal. Do you also have like kalmak, right? You probably have that as well. Okay, next one. Bu gepne. These words, bu gepne. I know gep is like some words. Bu gepne angleran having listened. It by okay, so the bear, the monkey's shirt the monkey's conditions it's funny how they have this very long line here. I'm not used to seeing that, but I can get behind it. Oh, I know this word. Estayidil. I know estayidil like meticulously, like studiously. Estayidil. That's in my flashcards. And my mnemonic was like studying style. Estayidil. Again, okay, there's a long word. Angle, listen. Miran, not having listened. His not having listened. Then from his not having listened. So the bear from his not having listened to the conditions. Pushaiman. I'm guessing this is like regret. I'm just purely from context. Pushaiman. Keptu. Okay, let's see the Chinese. So having heard this, the bear regretted that he did not listen to the conditions seriously. Would it be like maybe I think that would be the implication, but it literally means I cannot move the lake, because it said the same thing in Chinese. Hello, good evening. It's going well. We're reading some very difficult children's books. Okay, let's look at that again. Okay, so bu gepne angleran. So after hearing this, ek bar muimunung shirtlerini estayedil anglemeranlıkıdın. So pushayman cup. What's cup? Cup to? What's cup? What's cup? Cup to? Do you know what is cup? No. Cup to. Is it just kalmak? I don't know. Okay. So he regretted. Pushayman is regret. Okay. So the bear regretted his not having listened to the seriously having listened to the conditions of the monkey. I'm gonna do one more page because I'm enjoying this. And then we're gonna go back. Oh, that's a long page. I'm not gonna regret this. It's been 2 hours. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna read until here. I'm gonna go back and reread it. Oh, look at this cursive that I spent so much time struggling with. Ignore that. I'm gonna reread and then call it a day. Good plan. Uyghur uses both words for condition and listening the same as they're used in ecclesiastical texts, because I only heard those two Uyghur words in religious speech. Oh, like condition, like shert, right? Shert. Is it shertim? Shertim. Shert, right? Shert. It's condition. Listening is anglamak. What do you use for listening in Kyrgyz? Because in Turkish it's also anglamak. Anlamak. Good plan. Okay. I'm gonna try and read it. I'm slowly speeding up my speed of reading Arabic script. Okay. Aç köz ekbar daim yıllıkçı işletip okay, again. So the greedy bear often hires long-term workers. Aç köz ekbar daim yıllıkçı işletip, but does not pay them. İş hakkını vermeydiken. Okay, iş hakkını vermeydiken. I'm gonna try and read it like fluidly, even though my pronunciation is not amazing. Aç köz ekbar daim yıllıkçı işletip iş hakkını vermeydiken. So with the passing of days, nobody worked for him. Günlerinin ötüşünü bilen, onunla işleydirenler çıkmaptı. Again. Günlerinin ötüşü bilen, günlerinin ötüşü bilen, onunla işleydirenler çıkmaptı. Again. Günlerinin ötüşü bilen, onunla işleydirenler çıkmaptı. One day, the bear went to find an honest-looking monkey. Okay. Bir günü ekbar közüge to the eye közüge yavaş körünüdüren maymununu izdep beriptu. Again. Why would it be giving searching though? I thought it would be like going searching. I'll quickly. I can just Google this. Beriptu. Oh yeah, it is going. Beriptu. We use ugu abal. Andip is like eavesdropping. Oh, interesting. We're hearing when the religious official speaks. Those are very different things. Shart is a condition in the Quran. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, it does sound like an Arabic word. Like when nowadays when I look at like a Turkish or an Uyghur word, I just get a rough feel. I kind of get which ones are Arabic, which ones are Persian. Usually when you see lots of M's, like M starting words, and also like A and A in the same word, that would be Arabic. Because Turkic languages don't like A and A in the same word. Ugu is hearing Abal state of affairs. Ah, okay. Abal is a condition. Oh no, I think there is something like that in Uyghur. It's like a wal or something. Let me quickly look it up. Condition. Ehwal. Ehwal. Maybe that's the one you have. In Uyghur it's ehwal. I think ehwal would be like the condition of something, like oh, it is good or bad. Whereas this one is like oh, if you fulfill my conditions, then I will do this. Maybe it's a different word, or maybe it's the same one. In English, it's the same word. Okay, where was I? Bir günü ekbar közüge yavaş körünediren maymun izlep beriptu. We're more secular in our culture, so we did not really adopt the same approach. I see. Yeah. It is interesting to see which words they use Arabic and Persian for. Sounds similar to abal. Yeah, so it's ehval. Maybe the same word. Could be the same word. So the monkey said, I have 5 conditions. If you accept them, I will work. So, minung. Oh yeah, if you didn't know, for people who don't speak Turkic languages, I assume Kyrgyz does the same thing, but if it doesn't, please let me know. So, because in Turkish they do the same. Instead of saying I have 5 conditions, it says my 5 conditions exist. So, my 5 conditions exist. Minung 5 şartım var. Şununla towards them, yeah. Şununla consileri. I'm gonna quickly look up consileri. How do I type? I forgot this. I don't know how to type. Where's the oh, this one. Consileri. What? No. I mistyped. No, that's an O, not a. It was Oh, here I found it. What? There's sort of a mistranslation. It says means eyes. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, so şuna consileri işlep. Maybe I'll look up the full phrase. Ish. Where is ish? How do I type ish? Ish is down the X. Ish. Lep. No, lep. Okay, the Google Translate is not working for me at all, which is fair. It's a small language. That's to be expected. Şununla consileri işlep. That's if you agree to them. No. Okay, no. İşlep bere. I give labor, like we said earlier. İşlep bere. I will give labor. Şununla. What is şununla? Maybe şununla is where the accept is. Where's the ng? Şununla. R. How do I type R? This one. Ra. That also doesn't make sense. I don't care. I get the gist of it. Şununla towards the şununla consileri işlep bere. Şununla consileri işlep bere. If you agree to them, I will give labor. The official speech is the same as my 5 conditions exist, but daily conversations more like listen to my 5 conditions. Oh, that's very interesting. So you do that differently in like casual Kyrgyz. It's a bit like saying, like in French saying voici mes 5 conditions. Voici is like look at it here. Like, voici or voici voilà, similar. So look at my 5 conditions, but like it means so literally it's look at my 5 conditions, but here are my 5 conditions. Maybe that's how it kind of works. Listen to my 5 suggestions. What book is this? This is Bay ve Çakar. Çakar, I think. I can't read this font as I established earlier. Okay, again, so minung 5 şartım var. Şununla consileri işlep bere. Deptu maymun. Yep, so the monkey said. So, in his heart, the bear thought, at the end of the year, I'll have a way to get rid of them. That's a sentence I couldn't figure out, but it's fine. I'm happy with it. I get the gist of it. Ekber könglide, yıl ahırda ber. What is beriber? Beribir. No. Oh my god, I realized when I'm typing Uyghur, because my brain keeps thinking it's a very different keyboard, even though it's basically QWERTY with some changes. But like whenever I type in a keyboard that's like that I'm not used to, my muscle memory automatically defaults to Hebrew key layouts. So like I keep typing the B where the C normally is, because on the Hebrew keyboard that's where the B is. I don't know why, just my brain, when it tries to type in a different script, it just goes, oh, that's probably Hebrew. Nope. Anyway. Okay. So yil akhirida beribir. So at the end of the year, anyway, unemu yolga salimenru. Again, I use my Hebrew muscle memory again. Salimenru. Salimenru. Not Salimet. Salimenru. It will be installed, Google Translate says. Is that a future tense? Maybe that's a future tense. I don't know that tense at all. We'll just accept it. So we I guess like he will be put to his hand, because Google Translate says it means it will be installed. So maybe like, because this is like to his hand, to hand. So he will be put to hand or something. Ekbar könglide yıl ahirida beribir unemu yolga salimenru. Okay, so so having said that, he did not listen to the conditions and he wrote the contract. Dep oilap muymunun şartını tepsili detail tepsili anglimayla is the negative of anglimayla. With la is with, so anglimai is not having heard, with not having heard, literally. Anglimayla makul. I forgot what makul is. Makul bolup. Oh yeah, he accepted, right? He accepted makul. I'm gonna go double check. I think it's the whole phrase makul loop. To be honest, makul, to be receptive, I guess. Makul. No. I mistype again. Damn it. Makul bolup. Makul bolup. So he accepted. Makul bolup. Tilchet, right? Tilchet, yeah, that's a contract. Tilchet yazıp beriptu again. So dep oylap maymunun şartını tepsili anlamayla makul bolup tilchet yazıp beriptu. Oh my god, this is a long sentence. So like Japanese, you can use aru iru. Yeah, there is. Yeah. And by the way, one of the verbs for it exists, this one, is also like e. E is the root, like so like a lot like ilu. I'm not gonna encourage the I'll take theories, but there is a similarities. So e is the root for like it exists. So idi there was. I just realized a character that is a bear is depicted on the book pages. Oh, yep. Better. Oh wait, hold on. But beraber in Turkish is, oh sorry about that. Beraber means together. Maybe it's not the same word. Cause this one is anyway, right? Beribir. but it sounds like beraber. Beraber in Kyrgyz means don't care. Oh, really? Maybe that's why. Beraber. That's like mixing up languages when speaking. Brain just knows how easy the easy language. Oh, you talk about like my typing, right? Brain knows the easy language and the hard language, but if they're at similar levels, can't tell the hard ones apart. Literally, I do agree. That's probably why. Yeah. Like that's why I don't want to learn any two languages on the same level, because even if they're very different, I will still confuse them because my brain's like, oh, that's the new one. I remember when I was learning Polish and Italian at the same time. I did Italian at uni, and I kept accidentally using Polish words in Italian class. That's probably why. I think AI is an interesting find when it comes to translating obscure languages. 9 out of 10 times it's translated well, really? Press X to doubt. Barabil. Together? Barabil is together. Yeah. So maybe it's not related. And all I know is Turkish, beraber. Anyway, let's do that again. Let's read that again. So, Menung besh shertim bar. Shununga kunsileri işlep berey. Deptu maymun. Ekbar könglide yıl ahırda beraber unumu yolga salimenro. Dep oylap maymunun şartını tepsili anglamayla makul bolup. What is it? Makul bolup. Makul, you have something like that. Makul bolup, to agree to. Yeah, exactly. I accidentally did something. Makul bolup tilchet yazıp beriptu. Yo, by the way, I don't know if you guys do this, but when I'm reading in a target language, I make sure to like really embody the things I'm saying as if I were saying them. Like I gesture, I use a tone of voice, I imagine them actually saying those things rather than just reading them. I think that's a big help towards me like internalizing the language. Eventually, not at this point, I guess. Okay, so the first day the monkey went to work, the bear made him go get water from the lake to fill the tank. So, maymun işqa çüşken tunci günü ekbay onu kölden su ekilip idişini toşkozuşne buyruptu. Oh wait, I vaguely recall seeing this root buy in my flashcards. Something to do with like commands. Buyrup. I had some mnemonic. It's not very good mnemonic then, is it? Anyway, so again, maymun işqa çüşken tunci günü ekbay onu kölden su ekilip idişini toşkozuşne buyruptu. The monkey said, "Oh boss, I can't do this. How can you forget? One of my conditions was I cannot I cannot carry the lake. That means I cannot get water from the lake." Okay, so bigim bu iş ne kılamaymen. I cannot do this work. Deptu maymun. Untup kaldılı mu. Oh, that's very polite. That's like, because there's 3 levels of politeness in Uyghur. You have like you, polite you, and very polite you, and this is very polite you. There's a li at the end. Untup kaldılı mu. Şartının biri Köln'ü kötürelmeymen idi. Menisi, its meaning, Menisi bolsa men köndün su ekilelmeymen diginlik. This is a really hard vowel to say. It's a not it's e. And it's supposed to be a neutral vowel, and it's really hard to say ekilelmeymen. I learned English that way, and I'm on the way to learn Japanese that way too. Great, someone's with me. We to have these politeness. You also have 3 politeness levels? Tell me more about them. That's interesting, because Turkish doesn't have 3 levels. It's got... I don't remember how many levels. 2 levels. I think back when I did Kazakh ages and ages ago, I think... I don't remember how many levels. I do remember like learning about the different politeness levels, but I don't remember how many there are. I don't know. I don't remember any Kazakh. Someday I'll get to, I don't know, Kazakh, Kyrgyz, one of those. Or I would just understand them maybe to a certain level. Let's do that again. Begim, bu iş ne kılalmaymen. Deptu maymun. Untup kaldılı mu. Yeah. The mu is throwing me off. The mu means like also, but I don't know why it's here. How could you forget? You also forget. What? Untup kaldılı mu. Şartımın biri kötürelmeymen idi. Menisi bolsa men köldün su ekilelmeymen degenlik. And then, after hearing this, the bear regretted not having listened to the conditions carefully. So bu gebni anlagan ekbay. I keep saying ekbar because I'm thinking like German bear. Ekbay maymunun şartlarını estay değil anlamıranlıkını no wait oh yeah the m is a negative anlamıranlıkını no not lakını anlamıranlıkını Pushayman. I'm wondering if Pushayman is from Persian. I think Pushayman is giving Persian vibes. Pushayman kaptu. Again. Bu gebni anlaran ekbay maymunun şartlarını estay değil anlamıranlıkını Astay değil anlamıranlıkını pushayman kaptu. I'm gonna read this page again. This is very difficult. Okay. Muyman işka çüşken tunci günü ekbay onu kölden su ekilip idişini toş kozuşunu buyraptu. These ones are the hardest words for me because these are like so rare for someone on my level. Bigum bu işini kılalmaymen. I'm gonna do some acting. Bigum, my boss, I cannot do this work. Bigum bu işini kılalmaymen. Deptu maymun. Untup kaldılı mu. Untup kaldılı mu? Şartının biri Köln'ü kötülenmeymen idi. Menisi bolsa men Köl'den su ekilemeymen diginlik. Oh, we can do some more acting. Let's do some more acting. Begim bu işini kılalmaymen deptu maymun. Untup kaldılı mu? şartımның biri kölni kötülenmeymen idi. Menisi bolsa men kölden su eklemeymen degenlik. I think that was a bit smoother. Pushayman is certainly nothing intelligible to me. I'm gonna quickly Google Pushayman just to Pushayman. Is it man? Pushayman. From Wiktionary, Pushayman is regret. It is from Persian. From Persian, Pashiman. I knew it. I told you. I just get a gut feeling that it's from Persian. Just feels Persian. Well, I said I was going to end at 2 hours, and now it's been 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. What the hell? Okay. I'm going to finish this one. Bu gebne angleran. Bu gebne angleran. Eqbay muyman. No, maimun. I keep saying the wrong vowels. Maymunun şartlarını maymunun şartlarını estaydil anlamayanlıkıdın Pushayman I clocked it because it sounds like Perşembe, that's why. Like the it feels Persian. Persian the word as well, Persian. And I saw Pushayman, my brain just went Perşembe, which is Thursday, right? Is it Thursday in Persian and Turkish and other Central Asian languages? I think Uyghur actually has 2 different systems for talking about the days of the week. One of them is Persian, so like Turkish, and the other one is like Chinese, which is just numbers. The music you use always makes it feel like a certain time of day. Wait, what? Oh! I've had the music on this entire time? Lol. It's not supposed to be there. I think at some point I put the music in the screen sharing scene, and then I forgot to take it away. Did you like the music? It's not meant to be there. let me know what you think, chat. It's been there for like 2 hours. Oh my goodness, I literally didn't realize. What do you think, for real? Did you like it? Did you like having the music there? This OST was always a BGM. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be annoying when I cut the clips and I realize my mistake. I'm gonna Pushayman Kalmak. I'm gonna regret it. Oh. How did that happen? Well, it is Saturday, going to Sunday in Bishkek. Yeah. No, what do you think? Genuinely, did you like having it around? You liked it for Vopal Choppers? I genuinely don't intend to have constant background music in my video. It's not like out of copyright reasons, because this is from the bit of Pokemon music where they made it officially copyright free. So it's not a copyright problem. It's just like it's not my intention to have constant music. I thought you left it by mistake, but now it sounds so quiet without it. Wait, what do I do now? I don't know what I want to do. You know what? I did leave it on by mistake, Ludwig. That was what happened. Because like I changed the scenes. It's like one scene per thing. Like the waiting room is a scene, and then the just me is a scene, and then this screen sharing is a scene. And then I think last time when I was watching the sign language thing, I put the music on because I muted the TV show. I forgot to remove it. I'll consider doing that again. We'll think about it at some point. I can do both without and with. Well, I'll just do the rest of this. It's still like a few minutes left anyway. I'll finish this and then I'll think about that afterwards. Okay. Bu gebne angleran bij maymunun şartlarını estaydil anglemeranlıkıdın Pushayman kaptu. You know what? I think that is my cue. That's a good time to call it a day. That was so funny. It sounded more like Let's Play music and gave us a feeling of playing a game. Is that good? Do you think it's good? Okay, you know what? For the 13 people who are currently here, or 12 people now apparently, did you enjoy having the music around? Yes, no. Let's do a little poll. Because I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not. I haven't heard it myself, that's for sure. I will hear it when I cut the stream clips. Yeah, that was it. What did you think of my learning method, by the way? It's, I guess I wouldn't say I have like a set method of learning any language. I just sort of, when I teach people how to learn a language, I always say it's not about what you do. I mean, it is about what you do, but it's not only about what you do, but like what your brain is doing when you're doing those activities. So whatever I'm doing in order to learn a language, my brain is constantly working towards internalizing it, so towards embodying the language and pretending the language is my own. That's a main thing I do when whatever language activity I'm doing. So listening, reading, speaking, writing, studying grammar, I focus on that kind of stuff. I think this has been a lot more enjoyable than reading a textbook, because as I said, the textbook that I was reading, even though it was not a grammar book, it was very grammar heavy. But this one has been so much more enjoyable, just like reading actual content, figuring out, like it's like playing a game. It's like Goronska said, it's like playing back when I played Chants of Senna, figuring out different things, sometimes using tools to help me, sometimes using context, or figuring out the different suffixes. And I really enjoyed this. So I guess someone asked me what is a new math method. It's not a brand new method. It's a new method that I'm using for this language. It's because that now that I've acquired certain learning materials that I did not have on hand earlier, I can try something new. But what's most important is what my brain's doing while I'm engaging in this learning activity. Oral reading done. Why, have you been waiting for me to be done? It felt like Israel was doing a game level. Really? Okay. 29 people said no. 71. Nobody told me. Have you not noticed? Because like, if you're a regular viewer, you would notice that I normally don't have that music on while I'm like after the waiting bit. Nobody told me until Abyss Sublime. Well, thank you for letting me know, Abyss Sublime. I never felt so entertained by listening to someone try hard the language I know nothing about. Oh, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I should do that then. Maybe I should keep it. You know, easy German. I enjoy learning German through the 3 video. I love easy languages. You might not know, but I have a history with them. That sounds like I fought them or something, but I worked with easy Polish for a little bit, and we are quite close. We don't work together anymore because I worked on editing their podcast when they made podcasts for complete beginners rather than like people who already understood Polish. So they made this like scripted podcasts, they were the first among all the easy languages network. So we worked together to figure out the style of the podcast, the way I want to edit it, and the kind of extra sounds I would add in. So we had a very close working relationship, and also like I stayed at their place a couple of times. I was at the Easy Polish celebration, the 10th anniversary celebration. I flew all the way to Katowice for that. It was really nice. And I also got to stay in the Easy Languages headquarters. That was really nice. They had like these convertible sofas that team members could stay in Berlin. Oh, by the way, that's where the headquarters are, because like the original Easy Languages team are Easy German. Unpaid ad. Oh, I'm happy to do an ad for Easy Languages any time of the day. They I don't know how it works, but because like my friend Iskandar wanted to start a new project under Easy Languages for like one of the languages that he speaks. And the Easy Language was like, oh, we're currently not taking new teams at the moment because you need training and all that, which makes sense. But then like once in a while you see one of these niche languages pop up on Easy Languages, like Sakha. That's on the main channel, Easy Languages channel. I'm like, whoa, how did that happen? Or like they have Easy Kazakh, And then, so normally if an Easy Languages series does well, they give them a separate channel. But Easy Kazakh is kind of niche. But then they also got their own channel, which surprised me, and that's very cool. So there is an Easy Kazakh channel. It is not doing huge numbers because it's not German, but it is not bad. They're doing well. And so like, I was thinking maybe someday I can do Easy Welsh for them, because Marian does it for them. She's done it for them, who is like a Welsh language influencer in her own right. But then she stopped doing them because she has other things to do. I'm like, maybe someday I can do that for them. I asked them if I could do Easy CANtonese in the UK, and they were like, oh, we prefer doing the language in its like country of origin, which makes sense. So now I'm thinking maybe I could do Easy Welsh in Wales. I could totally do that. That sounds like I'm pitching them. If someone's watching this from Easy Languages, I'm pitching it right now. I want to do it. But then you'd have to find a way to make it rentowny. What is it in profitable? Why did I have the Polish? It's a literary Polish word. Why do I have it in my head? Yeah, we have to make it profitable, which is going to be difficult. But yeah, because like they don't pay the channels. Like they help the channels make their own revenue. What was that? Where was I going with this? Yeah, it could be cool. Maybe they could make their own Welsh channel at some point. That's what also like sometimes people tell me I should make a Welsh channel, and I'm like, I don't think I can afford to manage another channel now, and also I don't have ideas what to do. But if I could make a new channel, and that is the Easy Welsh channel, I think that would be a perfect marriage of the two things, the two ideas. So people wanting me to do Welsh things, and also me wanting to work with Easy Languages. That would be really cool. I'm a new viewer. Yeah, well, I'm encouraging you, Vorpal Choppers, to dig into the archives and look at what I've done before. I heard of Nichols Vig. I don't know what that is. Imagine working with Janusz. Janusz is really fun. I can tell you that. Yeah. I speak to him in both Polish and German. But I haven't exactly met him many times. I met him in Berlin at the headquarters, and I met him again at the celebration in Katowice. It's just a jolly old guy. It's got a young heart. Janusz is gold. Yeah, he is gold. I love Easy Polish street interview. I think that would be my problem. I would say I'm relatively timid if I in terms of like going to do street interviews. But the funny thing is, it's always easier when you're doing it with someone else. Like if I'm on my own, I go and ask someone for an interview, it feels a lot more awkward. But if I'm with someone else, let's say a cameraman or someone else on a team, it's instantly a lot less awkward to do things on the street. I don't know why. Maybe because we're doing it together. Maybe it feels more legit. It feels more serious when you're doing it with someone. Easy German and Easy Polish are most active right now. I mean, Easy French and the ones are also quite active. But yeah, Easy Polish, they work really hard. They do lots of different things. They do like courses and stuff. Because the target audience is not as big as German. So in terms of German learners, Easy German could just make their income from the viewers alone. But there's not enough Polish learners. So that's why Easy Polish also branched out to do other things to help people learn Polish and not just making videos. I might start learning if you taught Israel. Really? Oh, that's interesting. I'm really quite surprised. Like if me teaching would be a good motivation for someone to learn a language, what? That's so weird. Have I reached that level of charisma? What's your Welsh level? I think I'm a good B2. It's not as good as my Polish in terms of like language knowledge, but at the same time, as I said in a video, like link somewhere, go to my old videos. I said in a video, speaking Welsh is a lot easier than speaking other languages because of like all the little cheats you could use to make it easy. Like you could code mix English anytime you want. Nobody would bat an eye, and so on. And also there's so many ways of simplifying the structure. So I'm a lot comfortable speaking Welsh than I have any right to be. But in terms of like actual language knowledge, I think a B2. I mean, I do have a certificate to prove it. So I literally have a B2. All those Welsh resources didn't click for me, really. You want to meet Janusz? Go to like a meet and greet. I don't know where you live, but go to a meet and greet. Don't scare him off. The jolly old person. He is kind of a celebrity at this point. He's so fun. You do realize Janusz is a meme name? I know, yeah. It's like Kowalski. the typical name. But does it have like a specific caricature? Is it like a certain kind of person that it memes? I don't know, like a dumb person? I know Janusz is a common name and that's it. It's what's a meme? Janusz is probably the only person I'd take a picture with, even though I don't like taking pictures. Really? It's more like concrete than charisma. Your way of learning language is the same as mine. I see. Yeah. I do think I'm not gonna say I'm unique, but I do think I have my way of learning languages. Stay tuned. I'm gonna like start shaving my head and making videos about how to learn languages, and everyone else's methods are all wrong. My method is the only method that works. Maybe that's the next evolution of the channel. What's your strongest, highest level? English. English is my strongest one. And then if you discount Mandarin, which I have a very complicated and strained relationship with, as Goronska knows, Polish would be my strongest one. Yeah, I'm quite comfortable speaking Polish. And then maybe German. German/Welsh. Yeah, maybe Welsh at this point. What else? I would probably need to brush up on my Swedish. There is a certain chance that I will. I'll tease a little before I finish. I'll tease a little bit. In June, I will go on one of two possible trips. Those both are very interesting and exciting trips in their own right. I will only be able to go on one of the two, and I don't know which one I'm going to go on yet. It's not up to me. But if I do go on one of those, I will need to brush up on my Swedish. So this channel will go into its Nordic era, where first of all I have to aggressively get back my Swedish, because I used to be fluent in Swedish. I had like a C1 certificate, and then I lost it. Not the certificate, I lost the language skills. I can't speak Swedish now. Jag kan inte prata svenska så bra, för att jag har inte pratat... jag är inte... fuck. I'd say I can't. Nytt och använt shit. Det svenska talet är 2016. Jag lärde mig svenska i 2015 och glömde den as I've mentioned before, whenever I speak Swedish, my brain is completely in Welsh for some reason. So I have to actively suppress my Welsh. So, och glömde svenskan i... what is after? Efter 2016. Så det är jättesvårt för mig att prata just nu. Men jag tycker att jag kan få den tillbaka. Om oss is Welsh. Om jag what is spend time? How does it spend time? English. What? That's not spendera. Do they spendera tid? No, I don't know. Men vi får se. Your Spanish closing on B2 reminded me of language simp. No, that was not a language simp reference, but it could have been. I mean, like a foreign language. Foreign language is, yeah, English. That's my best foreign language. Duh. We say Janusze biznesu. Like I don't know what that means. Janusze biznesu. I'm going to look into that. I just Googled it. There's a Reddit thread. You know my English level is higher than my native language? In certain aspects, mine is as well. Like academically speaking, definitely English my strongest language. I'm not saying that our language learning methods are one-to-one, but you're the first person that's doing it similarly to me. That's cool. You like how I'm doing, like the stuff that I'm doing today, or like the stuff that I was doing before? It speaks Polish better than some young natives I know because it is more eloquent. He knows higher order vocabulary. Well, as I told you, Golonska, eventually I want to be able to code switch within Polish. Like I want to be able to speak eloquent Polish. I want to be able to speak like young people, casual Polish. And so I can make a conscious choice what kind of Polish I want to speak at a given moment, like I do in English. Eventually. But for now, it's like a typical learner thing, right? You only learn the higher order vocabulary. And then you sound a bit stuck up sometimes in certain contexts, maybe. It's like a name for a person who's opportunistic and can finesse someone out of money. Really? Spendera. Spendera is correct? Oh, my Swedish is so bad. It is insane. Like, how did I get from C1 to this? This is crazy. I guess that's like 10 years of not using a language. That'll do that to you. But, you know, that's what Luca says. As long as you have a B2, it'll come back. You just need to work on it. It'll come back. And also, it is crazy to think that it's been 10 years since I last lived in Sweden. Mostly because it was a common name during the era when communism ended in Poland and capitalism started. So they operate in capitalism with a communistic slyness mindset. Oh, cool. Mine's the same. My native language is Indonesian and Javanese, but English is better. It's kind of sad in a certain way, but it's just what it is. It's a wild starting point, but what piqued my Polish interest is online gamers swearing and the Polish cow. The Polish cow and not the beaver? Wow, I'm surprised. Usually it's a beaver, but the Polish cow is cool as well. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm really hungry now. My stomach's been growling for the past an hour and a half. So thank you very much for joining me. It is almost 3 hours now. Crazy, but I've had fun. I hope you have had fun as well. So I'll see you next time. And the conclusion of the poll is 78% of people liked it. So maybe I'll do that next time.